Good evening, students. I hope everyone has joined this meeting. Just wait for 2 minutes. Good evening, students, and welcome to today's webinar on artificial intelligence and machine learning organized by STEMROBO Technologies. I hope you enjoyed your winter vacations and doing well. So now we are honored to introduce our expert speaker, Ms. Prakriti Mal, who will guide us through this insightful session. We are confident that this session will be highly enriching, informative, and engaging. And we hope that you will truly enjoy the session and learning experience with the today's with us. So over to Prakriti. Now we can start this webinar on AI and ML. Over to Prakriti.
Thank you, sir, for the introduction. Good evening, everyone, and welcome all. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on AI adventure, and we'll. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you in this webinar on the topic AI adventure, where we are going to learn to how to build our own machine learning model. I hope this whole session will be very informative and engaging for everyone present over here. So before we start this session, let me ask a very quick question. Have you all used Instagram, YouTube, or Google Maps, Siri, Alexa, any voice assistant today? I just need a quick reply from your side, yeah, in yes or no. Have you all used it today? Okay, so I hope every one of you have used it. Yes, Instagram, Netflix, YouTube. So, do you think that is they are smart or they are very fast? So actually they are smart. How they are smart? Because they're actually using artificial intelligence, okay, AI, which makes them the smart. They can just based on everything they can make decisions, they can tell you what you want, what you ask, whatever you are asking, they tell you the exact things, okay. So these all here and these all of this technologies we are using AI, okay. So let's start our webinar. So I'll just present you my screen and we'll start with this webinar. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Okay. So in this session, we are going to discuss on these topics, that is introduction to artificial intelligence and machine learning. We are going to understand the machine learning and its types, and then we are going to build our own machine learning model. And then at the end, we are just going to see what are the applications of AI which are powered by machine learning. Okay. So before this warm up, I would like to present you a very small video.
We're diving into the fascinating world of artificial intelligence, or AI. It's all around us, shaping our lives in ways we may not even realize. So, let's explore how AI impacts us in our everyday lives. But before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Have you ever wondered how your phone can recognize your face to unlock itself? Or how your favorite music app suggests new songs you might like? Well, these are all thanks to artificial intelligence is an enhanced technology that enables computers and machines to think and learn like humans. It's like having a brain inside a computer. One of the most common ways we interact with AI is through virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant. These helpful companions can answer questions, set reminders, play music, and even control our smart home devices. They make our lives easier and more convenient. But AI isn't just limited to our phones and homes. It's making significant strides in the medical field too. Doctors and scientists are using AI to develop better diagnostic tools, identify patterns in patient data, and even assist in surgeries. This means quicker and more accurate diagnoses, leading to improved treatments and outcomes. AI is also revolutionizing education. Students like you can now access personalized learning platforms that adapt to your individual needs. These platforms use AI algorithms to analyze your progress, provide tailored feedback, and suggest areas where you can improve. Learning has never been so engaging and customized. Another exciting application of AI is self-driving cars. Imagine sitting in a car that drives itself while you relax or catch up on your favorite show. Self-driving cars use AI to perceive their surroundings, make decisions, and navigate safely on the roads. They have the potential to reduce accidents and make transportation more efficient. AI is even transforming industries like manufacturing. Robots equipped with AI can perform repetitive tasks with great precision and speed. This frees up our valuable time to concentrate on more comprehensive and creative aspects of their jobs. It's like having a team of tireless, super intelligent coworkers. And let's not forget about drones. These flying machines have become increasingly popular and are often used for aerial photography, delivering packages, or even search and rescue missions. AI-powered drones can navigate through challenging environments, avoiding obstacles, and providing valuable insights from above. Smart homes are another area where AI is transforming our lives. Imagine controlling your lights, thermostat, and security system with just your voice. AI-powered smart home devices make this possible, adding convenience and energy efficiency to our daily routines. AI is also advancing scientific research. It helps scientists analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and make predictions. This accelerates breakthroughs in fields like astronomy, genetics, and climate science, leading to a better understanding of our world and the universe. From our phones to our homes, from hospitals to classrooms, AI is transforming the way we live, work, and interact. It's an exciting time to be alive. So, the next time you use your virtual assistant, enjoy a self-driving car, marvel at personalized learning, or witness the wonders of scientific discovery, remember the incredible impact of artificial intelligence in our everyday lives. Enthusiastically, and that's all for today's video.
Okay, so from this video, what you have just learned, or what you have seen actually in this video, that you have seen the different examples in the real life where the AI is being used. Yes, that is your voice assistants, face recognition, Netflix, YouTube, and in the medical science, self-driving car. In many places, we are using AI. Yes, so a short warm up for you. Just linking to the real life applications of AI. I think you all have just used very frequently. You have used Netflix and YouTube. Yes. So whenever you see a video, watch a video on Netflix on YouTube. Suppose a cartoon video you're watching on YouTube. Next time, if you're opening your YouTube, so what happens? Same cartoon series you can just see, or other different cartoon series. They randomly automatically they pop up on your screens and you can just have a see. Yes, the same goes with the Netflix. If you're watching a movie, that same the Netflix starts giving you recommendation based on the genre of movie you're watching. If you're watching a comedy movie, so some same comedy movies, you can just see that Netflix is recommending you. Yes. So how is it recommending? It is actually taking insights from you, what you're watching, and based on that, it is learning and giving you its recommendations. Yes. Now coming to Instagram, if you just see in Instagram, there is feed, we say feed. Yes. So on our Instagram feed is based on what the post we are liking, the post we are sharing, or whatever the post we are scrolling down. So based on that, our Instagram feed is based on. Yes. Now same, I think everyone you have used voice assistants like Google, Alexa, Siri. So you just say, hey Google, what's the weather right now? And then the Google just tells you that what is the weather. Okay, so how it is telling, firstly you are saying whatever you are speaking to the Google, or whatever your question is there, the Google recognizes it, understands the question, and then based on that it gives you the exact answers. Yeah. Now for Google Maps, how it is using AI, see, whenever you are just you want to move from one place to another, you search on Google Maps, yes, and then what happens that Google Maps gives you the exact route for that to reaching that place, yes. Now for that moving to that place, the Google Maps tells you that on which route will be faster, which route will be having less traffic, and even it shows the traffic pattern on which route is there is how much traffic is there, and it tells you the exact timing also by calculating it. So how it tells, it does not having any camera, it has not fixed out any camera on all the routes. It is actually telling by the data it is getting from all the uh, vehicles location and their speed. Based on that, it is getting the data and it makes its own predictions, and accordingly also last whatever the data is having, it's based on all those things, it makes its prediction and gives us the final results that on this route will be the fastest one, this route is having this much traffic, and this much amount of time will be taking to reach from one point to that another point. Okay, so in all these examples right now which we have discussed, so what we have seen that how AI is playing its part, I guess, and AI is playing a very important role in all these day-to-day life, in our day-to-day life applications which we are using. Now, we have just heard what AI. Now, let's understand what is AI and machine learning also now with that. So, what is AI? AI is artificial intelligence. Well, now, what is intelligence? Intelligence means that you can understand something, you can learn something, and based on your understanding and learning, you can make your own decisions. Okay. So, we humans, do you think that we humans have this ability to understand something, and then based on our understanding we can just understanding and learning we can take our own decisions? Yes. Now that same intelligence or same thing, if our computer starts doing it in performing the task, there comes the AI. So AI is the ability of a computer to perform the task which normally requires human intelligence. That means AI can learn, can understand, and based on its learning and understanding, it starts giving its own decisions. The computers, they start giving the machine, they start giving its own decision. So that is AI. Okay, AI is the one which is letting this make happen. Okay, now how these work, how AI learns, or how it takes this is how the machine start taking their own decision. They learn from the examples, they learn and improve over the time, and then whatever the data is the most important thing. We give data, we give examples, we give information, and based on all those data, from all those data, it finds out a pattern, it sets out some understandings, takes out some learning in a different pattern, and then based on all those it start taking its own decisions. That is AI, which makes a machine like human. Okay, now but do you think that the AI is having the same emotions? No. Like humans? No. The AI is not having any emotion. It just works on the logic and data. That is the difference between the human and AI. Right now, if you can say that a human is having human intelligence, and a human intelligence we also counter on emotions, but in AI, it just works on the data and the information you're giving. Okay. Now, in the machine learning, what is machine learning? So, machine learning is a method by where from which the computer can learn from data. Right now, I've talked about that the machine needs data to take decisions. Yes. So, how it can learn from that data, or how, so there should be some method, no, that the computer can learn from the data and experience. So that method is machine learning, in where the computers learn from the data and experience and improving their performance without being explicitly programmed. That means that if I want my machine to perform certain task, so what happens, I ask them, I program it. Yeah, if suppose I want some calculations to be performed, so I do a proper programming of that for that calculation, and I give that instructions to the machine. The instructions to the machines are given in the form of programmings, and for each and every part I used to program it, and then I can give that instruction, and the machine or the computer can perform it. So what happens for all these things, we can just actually program it and perform it. But without, if we, I want to skip this programming part and want to perform it, how that the machine can perform it on its own without me actually programming it. So what, how can we do it? We can do it using with the help of machine learning and AI. That is, we can give them the data through the machine learning. We can make the computer learn from the data and experiences which we provide to them, the data. And based on all those, the machine starts then taking its own decisions. Yes, the system, how it is taking its decision, it's actually identifies a pattern and based on that, it makes its predictions on whatever it has learned. Like some similar thing, if I ask you that right now you can recognize what between or distinguish between a cat and dog, how you can distinguish it? Because you have seen a cat and you have seen a dog. So based on that, because of that, you can distinguish between, okay, that this is a dog, this is a cat. Now the same way, if I'll make my computer or my machine learn that how to recognize a cat and a dog, so what I have to give? I have to first give the information, give the data to the machine that this is a cat, giving a picture of for cat and training it that this is how a cat looks and this is how a dog looks. So further, what happened after that, the machine will take learn from that data and just set some patterns, and based on after that, based on that, it will start giving you the taking the decision. And if you ask it, so it can recognize what is a cat and what is a dog. Okay, now right now we have talked about AI and ML. I hope that was clear that what is AI and what is ML. Yes, what is artificial intelligence and what is machine learning. So is artificial intelligence and machine learning the same? No, artificial intelligence and machine learning is not the same. They both are different. How they are different? Actually, AI is a very big part, is a very big complete part, and machine learning is actually a very small part of that AI. You can just think it like this: that in your schools, there's a whole big school, and in that school there are different classrooms. So AI is your school and machine learning is a very important classroom of that school. So AI is a big picture and machine learning is a very small part of that big picture. Now, how machine learning is important for AI development, how it plays its part in AI development. So suppose let's take an example of a self-driving car. So when if just first let's see that when we are driving a normal car, so how, what scenarios can come? First thing, weather conditions, road conditions, traffic, and some, if any object comes in between. So there are different scenarios while we drive a car. Now for all those scenarios, I want to make a self-driving car. I want to make a self-driving car. So what happens if when I want to make a self-driving car, so I cannot program for each and every scenario, right? If that something, some object comes, I have to stop. No, that will be very much a very impractical thing to program for each and every scenario, and it will be a very hectic task. And also that will not actually counter, or it won't be a very smart move, that the vehicle won't be very nice. Okay, so what happens to skip this manual programming? We move to machine learning, in which we are actually data training. We are feeding the data, giving certain all the predictions and everything which we have learned, give the data, and then the machine learns from that data and its experiences and make it a smart self-driving car. So what happened? We skipped the manual programming part, that is a complex and practical AI development. We moved to data training, that is feeding the machine learning algorithms with vast data. We give all the data we have for a self-driving car, you can say. Then what does the machine does after this? It's pattern recognition, means from all the data and information which the machine we have given to the machine, from that it makes its own pattern, tries to figure out some patterns, and on that basis it learns from that data in a pattern form. And then after all the data, information, and learning the machine has got, from that it start taking its own decision, that is decision making. So the AI system makes intelligent decisions, and there comes the intelligent AI, which is adaptive capable AI system. So this is how like you can just imagine, you can just take an example of self-driving car, and we can see that how from the machine learning part the AI has been formed. In the machine learning we have actually given the data, we have skipped the manual programming part, we have given the data, and based on that data the machine learns. How the machine learns? It actually finds a pattern, a certain set of pattern from all that data, and from based on that learnings it starts taking its own decisions. And where this AI comes, when it start taking its own decision, like we human take our own decision, so when the machine also start taking its decision, that is the AI. I hope till here there is no any doubt to anyone, and it's very clear what is AI, what is and how machine, what is machine learning, how machine learning is a part of AI, as a subset of AI. Now let's move forward. So there are when you have learned something, like when you were in your smaller grades, so your teachers have taught you a lot, yes, and your parents have also taught you. So every machine, so say in the same way we also teach the machine. The right now I've discussed now that we give the data. So how we give the data, or the data which we are giving, what we are actually doing, we are actually teaching, or we are actually say we are actually training the machine. Yeah, we are giving data, so we are teaching the machine to learn. So does all machine learn in the same way? No, there are different types, there are different ways in which the machine learn. So what are these different ways? There are three different ways in which the machine learns. One is your supervised learning, another is the unsupervised learning, then we have reinforcement learning. Okay, so coming to the supervised learning. Now, supervised learning, you can just say that when you were small, so you were learning under the guidance of a teacher. So, the same way, supervised learning means learning under the guidance of a teacher or someone. Okay, unsupervised learning means that there is no one to supervise you, there is no one to guide you. Okay, we are just taking it in a very simple form, a simple manner, we are trying to understand it. Reinforcement learning is learning from your own experiences. Yes, you like we'll just discuss all these three in a very brief way. So let's start with that, with supervised machine learning. Let's start with supervised machine learning. Here you can see that there is a teacher. She is teaching a child how to recognize an apple, banana, and orange. She's making that child learn what is an apple, what is banana, what is orange. So now when we started, like when we were small, so our teacher used to guide us. Right now I've said that supervised machine learning means learning under the guidance of a teacher. Okay. So when we were small, our teacher has shown us to, and then an apple, what is an apple, how it looks, what is a banana, how it looks, orange. So because of that, right now we can do, if I show you any fruit, so you can recognize that this is an apple or this is a banana. You can recognize it, right? So, but how you got to know? Because you have your teacher has shown you that, and then if you guessed it correctly, so she said it, yes, it's correct. So in the same way, in supervised learning, what happens? We give the data, and we give labels. Label means we give the information also, that what is the correct answer. Okay, like here, if you just see in this picture, supervised learning, this is labeled data, and these are the labels. In this data there is a collection of different uh, images, or you can say shapes, and here in the labels we have given for the name for the each and correct name for each and every shape, rectangle, circle, triangle, hexagon. Yes, and then when we feed this to the machine, and the machine learning model, we give this test data of a triangle and circle. So now from this data, it can make the predictions, or it can take out what is a triangle and which is a circle. Why? Because here in the labels it has already been trained that this is a circle and this is a triangle. So now from all these data which we have given, it can recognize that what is a triangle and what is a circle. In the similar way, like you have been shown or you have been told earlier that this how an apple looks like and how a banana looks like, you can bifurcate between an apple and a banana. So in the same way, right now if I give you a lot of fruits, different kinds of fruit, so you can recognize from all those fruits that what is a banana, what is an apple. In the similar way, right, we have given them the labels or the correct answer, you can say, or we have trained them that this is how a rectangle, this is a circle. So from a different or a group of shapes, it can recognize what is a triangle, what is a circle. Okay, so this is how supervised machine learning is. That is that you know the correct answer and you have been trained around that, that how to bifurcate it, how to distinguish it, and the machine can just make it happen. From that, it can recognize it from all that learning it has. And what are the actual examples I can say? That is a right now in the starting I have discussed you that how a machine can distinguish between a cat and a dog. So cat versus dog classifier you can see, or any different classifier you want, you can just use it. It is used in medical diagnosis, email filtering, that which email is a spam or it is not a spam. So that also, that in that also this supervised machine learning works. Fraud detection, in this also supervised machine learning is there. Now coming to unsupervised machine learning. In unsupervised machine learning, it is just like learning without the guidance of a teacher. Okay, like suppose if I give you buttons, okay, the button, a large amount of buttons I will give you of different colors and of different shapes. Okay, so and I ask you to group it. Okay, now some of you will group it based on the colors, like orange colors together, red color together, purple color together. Some of you will then what some of you what you will be doing, you will be placing it or grouping it based on their shapes, like square in one shape, triangle in one shape, circle in one shape. Okay, circle in one group, sorry. So based on this you will group it. Now if I ask, if I have to check it, so I cannot say that both are correct, I cannot say anyone as wrong, because I have not given you any instruction that you have to group it based on your color, or you have to group it based on the shapes. So both is correct. Now this is what is unsupervised learning, unsupervised machine learning. That means learning without any guidance or without any instruction, because I have not given you any instruction in the starting that you have to group it like this. So in the same way, the machine, what it does from a very large amount of data what it's had, it actually makes a group based on the patterns it understand, taking a certain pattern in its mind, and then it starts grouping it based on that pattern. So it's examples where you can see in Netflix recommendation, photos categorization. Like, have you seen in your uh, photo gallery, in your photo galleries, what happened, that similar photos, they are all grouped together and in one folder. And yes, and in Netflix what you can see that whenever you see any movie, so that same movie, same genre movie, it shows in the recommendation. Yes, so how it shows, it actually shows in because of this unsupervised machine learning. The machine actually considering a pattern, taking a pattern in mind, and it starts just group it together and it gives you the recommendations. Where else you can see this examples, that is customer segmentations, recommendation system, anomaly detection, clustering. These are all the examples where unsupervised machine learnings are used. Then comes the reinforcement machine learning. Now when you have learned how to ride a bicycle, or you have learned how to place any game, like suppose cricket. So when you were riding a bicycle, so in the starting, so might be some have someone, or you, when you were starting playing a game, so might be some person has just taught you that okay, you have to ride it like this or like this, you have to play the game like this. But eventually when you start learning more and more, you start playing, you start riding your bicycle, then after following, you just got to know, okay, I have to not drive like this. Or once you bats a ball, and then that ball goes on the six, so you got to know that okay, if this kind of ball is there, so I have to move my bat in this way, or swing my bat in this way, so it will go a six. So you learn from your experiences. Yes. So this is how reinforcement machine learning works. That means learning from your own experiences, from your own trials, right? So in this, what happens, the machine tries a tries a method. If it is a failure, there is no reward to the machine, and if it is a success, it's a reward. And based on that failure, it corrects itself that okay, I have to not follow this step now, and it moves to the next step, or it starts decoding it. Okay. So this is reinforcement machine learning, means learning by the experiences. Now, where this is used, you can use this, you can find this in self-driving cars, robots, gaming AI, autonomous systems. Here, what is used? Reinforcement machine learning. That means learning by the experiences. Now, okay, I hope till here everything is clear. Just a quick recap till now what we have discussed. We have just discussed what is the applications. We have seen some real life applications, that is Netflix, YouTube, Google Map, Voice Assistant, and your Netflix. Yes. So these all things we have seen how we are using it, how AI is being used in it. Then we have understood what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning. Then we have come to what that machine learning is, how machine learning is a subset of AI. We have learned about that, how the data, how the machine learns. There are different types of ways in which the machine learns. So that is supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and reinforcement machine learning. Supervised machine learning means learning within under the guidance of a teacher or an instructor. Unsupervised machine learning is like learning without any instructions or without any teacher. Reinforcement machine learning means you can just take it like learning by the experiences. Okay. Now coming to our building our own machine learning model. As in the starting, I've said that in this webinar, we are going to build our own machine learning model. Yes. So our activity is dry leaf detection system. Let's just take an example, or just imagine a scenario. In the fields, just take it the scenarios for the farmers. So in the field, what happened for the farmers? They have to regularly go and check that what is the condition of their crops. Yes. That and how they can check the crops from their leaves. Yes. That if they're green, so that means they are in a very good condition. And if leaves start becoming dry, so that means they are not in a good condition, they need some nutrients, water supply, or any other thing. So now the farmer has to, on a regular basis, it has to go, he or she has to go and check for that. So based for that, what we have designed, we have actually designed, we can make a machine learning model which can help the farmer to just check the leaves, condition of the leaf. Yes. So for that, this activity is dry leaf detection system. It's related to SDG 13, climate action, adaptive farming. So in this, what is there, that we'll the model will distinguish between a dry leaf and a green leaf. If I'll show the model as a dry leaf, the picture of a dry leaf, so it will tell that it's dry leaves, and if a picture of green leaves, it will tell green leaf. So you can use this model in any project or anything where you can help the farmers, okay, to distinguish for their crops. Now let's start our AI model, how to build our AI model. So how we are going to do it? What we are going to do, we are going to use Google Teachable Machine. Okay. We'll go, this is the link for Google Teachable Machine, or simply you can go on Google and you can just write Google Teachable Machine and you'll get this. Okay. Now the teachable machine is opened. We'll go on get started. Then new project, and this image project, audio project, and post projects are there. We'll go on image project because we need to distinguish between two leaves, yeah, or them two different images. Okay, now it's open. So for class 1 and class 2 you can see, so that means green leaves and dry leaves. So for class 1 I'll write here green leaves. Class 2 I'll write dry leaves. Now this I have made two classes, for one for green leaves and one for dry leaves. Now for the most important thing right now, till now I have discussed it, that the machine needs data. Means you have to give data. Right now we were discussing about supervised learning, no, supervised machine learning. So in that I have told you that how you recognize a fruit, because your teacher has shown you a picture or image or an actual fruit, apple, orange, so then you can recognize it. So in the same way, we'll give this model different images of green leaves. You can download all those images from Google and you can save those images, and here you can add those images. So in the green leaf section class, I'm going to add all the green leaves images. So I'll go on this. So these are all the green leaves images I have saved. I'll select all the images and I'll upload it here. Okay, done. So this is I have done for the green leaves, means I have given the data to my model for all the green leaves. Okay. Now the same we are going to do for the dry leaves. I'll select all the images. I have downloaded the images of dry leaves also. I'll upload it. Done. So now I have done for green leaves and I have done for dry leaves also. Okay. I have given the data of green leaves and I have given the data of dry leaves. Now I'll train my model. Now our model is trained. Okay, now there is some error in opening my webcam because already my webcam is being used in this. So what I'll do, I'll go on file, I'll choose image, and let me just take any image. If I'm taking this image, now you can see it's showing dry leaves. Yes, it can also, by if you show an actual leaf also, right? I had some actual leaves also. So if you show an actual leaf in front of the camera through the, when for that you need to go from either from the file, you have to go to the webcam, and when the webcam opens and you show an actual leaf, so it will tell you that is it a green leaf or a dry leaf. Okay, so from file I've uploaded a dry leaf and it shows dry leaf. Let's do for another leaf also. See, it's showing dry leaf. I can do it for another also. Let's try for any green leaf and see. Okay, it's showing 100% green. So in the same way, you can design this. Everyone, you can design it using the Google Teachable Machine, and for a green leaf and dry leaf. So what you have to do, a quick recap, I'm telling you again the steps. What you have to do, you go on Google, you just search Teachable Machine, open this Teachable Machine, and then get started. Image, and you'll go for image one, and then this will appear. You'll change your classes green leaf and dry leaf. Prior, what you have to do, you have to save different pictures of green leaves, 5 to 7 different 10 pictures of green leaves, and then same 7 to 10 pictures of dry leaves. You have to save it, and then you have to upload it. In the green leaf section, you have to upload the green leaves. In the dry leaf, you have to upload the dry leaves. Then you have to train your model, and then from here you can check it either using the file or using the webcam. Okay, and when you'll check, so it will tell you is it green leaf or it's a dry leaf. Okay, I hope this was clear, and you can make your own models now. uh, I'll just show you using the webcam also. So actually, because the session is going on and the camera is being used, so that it's showing an error. So similarly, you have, all right, I've told you, you can go on webcam, it will open the webcam and you can show your image of the green leaf or dry leaf, and it will, in the same way, it will show green leaves or dry leaves, okay? Now coming over here, again coming to our PPT. So this is how we can create our own AI model. So which type of learning we have done here? Which type of machine learning we have done? We have done the supervised machine learning, okay? Because we have given a lot of data and make the machine recognize between a green leaf and dry leaf, and then distinguish that by checking that what is, so the machine tells that it's a green leaf or it's a dry leaf. Yes. So what's actually it's doing here in the AI model, what we have done, first thing is gather data. We have given the data for green leaf and for the dry leaves. So it gathers the data, it understands it, the computer learns and recognizes and images, and then it train the data. We have trained your model. So then what happened, then it intends the model gets trained, and after that the test is there, that when by the file, if I've clicked the file and just uploaded any picture, so it gives you that is it a green leaf or it's a dry leaf. So it's actually tests the data. Okay. Now coming to the last slide, that is examples of AI powered by ML. So there are many applications of artificial intelligence which we use today and that are powered by machine learning, like spam filters. Right now we have discussed in the supervised machine learning that it can be used for an email filtration. That is, it can just tell that which email is a spam and which is not a spam. So for spam filters, we are using machine learning, which algorithms that analyze the email content and identify and filter out the spam one. Then we have recommendation systems. In the recommendation systems, what we have, that Netflix, YouTube one, which we have discussed, that was in the unsupervised machine learning. Yes. So the machine algorithms, they analyze the user behavior, what type of content you are watching, and based on that same pattern, it just recommends the products, movies or music. Chatbots, which we are using, so machine algorithm that enables chatbot to understand what the user is saying, and based on that it respond to the user queries. In medical diagnosis, learning algorithms are used, and that is supervised machine learning. So we give the medical images and the patient data that assist in the diagnosis. For fraud detection, what we have in the machine learning algorithm, it can identify the fraudulent transactions and by detecting the unusual patterns, because the machine learns by the pattern. That is again the unsupervised machine learning for the fraud detection. So it takes a different pattern and then based on that it identifies the fraudulent transactions. And also the machine is used in your gamings also, that is reinforcement learning. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and the session was nice for you. So any queries you have, you can ask, and we'll conclude this session over here. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the session and you have learned how to make your own AI model. And now you can, I hope you can make your own AI model. So at your home, please try this using the Google Teachable Machine. Try this activity of making your own AI model of the same dry leaves and green leaf. You can also try for a cat and dog classifier also. And now in the next session, what we are going to do, we are actually going to learn we are right now we have just made this model. So after this, in the next session, we are actually going to take this model in a hardware part. Yeah, this was the software part. We are going to integrate it in a hardware part. We are going to learn how we can integrate this software in the hardware part. Okay, because that will be more feasible and more accessible, right? More usable. So what we are going to do, we have for the green leaf, if it's a green leaf, if the model recognizes and tells it's a green leaf, so green LED will glow. And if the model recognizes and tells that it's a dry leaf, so a red LED will glow. So this is how we will be doing what in the next session. So you all can practice it by your own also at your home. Try making your own model and just try learning that how you can actually make it integrated with the hardware part. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you everyone.